Good morning. Welcome to Trade with Cam. This is Thursday morning, the 23rd of July. We have, including today, 7 more trading days left this month. So we're going to get right into it. What's gold been doing? What's been happening over the last 24 hours that we've not been together? Hope you had a great trading journey yesterday afternoon. The morning session was tough. London's been not the easiest market in the world over the last few weeks, but everything's difficult at the moment. There's lots of moving parts. The conflict that doesn't seem to end. The Strait of Hormuz, Iran and America. There's also talk of excuse me. There's also talk of interest rates in the States, along with inflation. So what will happen there? We just don't know. The great thing is that we trade price action, and we do that every day. So the longer term geopolitics or the economics doesn't affect us unless we let it affect us in terms of the way we trade. So if you're going to trade as a day trader, as a scalper, then you come in and out of the market. And we do that with discipline, and we do that by repeating every single day what we did yesterday, as long as it was successful, obviously. So you have your day diary, you write down what your starting balance is, you write down the percentage that you want out of the market when you sit down for your trading session, whatever time that is, and you write it down as a percentage and you write it down as a figure. So if you need £100 today, write it down. Write it down, send a message to your mind, I want £100 today. And that's how it's got to work. It's got to be that mechanical. And money's emotional, I understand. I've had money and I've not had money. So I understand those situations. I don't come from money. So I understand those situations that we get emotional about it, especially when we're losing it. And we also get emotional about it when we're making it. Right? And I'm a lot happier when I'm making more money than I am when I'm losing money. Right? But that's part and parcel of the journey. Warren Buffett said, if you're not prepared to lose any money, then don't go into business, right? And don't expect to make any money either. So that's where all of that kind of stuff is. So it's a philosophy, it's a way of making a living out of something like this long term. Because nobody's coming to save us. Okay, nobody came to save me, nobody's coming to save you. Okay? And as long as we get that we have to help ourselves. In our country, we're on the 5th Prime Minister in 5 years or 6 years, some nonsense like that. It's like a merry-go-round, right? And he tries to give money away, he tries to reduce the bus fares, he tries to reduce the VAT or electricity, and then naysayers come out. How's going to afford that? How's going to pay for that? Yeah, we just cannot see the good in anything anymore. But trading is you, me sometimes, and the market. Okay, if you press the right button at the right time, you're going to make money. The market doesn't care who we are. If we get a trade right, everything goes right. So that's the philosophy that I want you to come to your trading with. That we are going to have a winning day today. And why we're going to have a winning day today? Because we prepared for it. We sat down, we told ourselves, we sent a message out to the universe that this is the percentage gain I want on my account today. This is the amount of money that I want to earn today. The rest is up to the universe, yourself, your mind to steer you there. Use your mind as a sat-nav. Use me as a sat-nav. Okay? So it's 4 minutes past. I'm going to go over and see what the market's been doing. We'll do a little, I don't know why I've done that one. Let's just have a look. Remove that. Okay. That's me. That's what I needed. I clicked on the wrong screen. So we'll see what the market's been doing. Those are the hours. So they've been selling since last night. So it's a selling day. We had 2 days of buying. What are the hours been doing? I'm doing it quickly now because we've got a 5-minute window to take the first trade card. So you should be taking the first trade card if you're with me, because it's 8:05. I'll just take that with you because I've got a frog in my throat. It's a sell So have a look at that, see what that's doing. Golden rule is we don't enter for a sell when the market is going in the opposite direction. I still haven't added it, have I? There, that's better. So the market is rising and the data is telling us that the market should be selling. So we do not enter at that point, okay? So don't do that. A little bit of coffee might help. We're at a superb trading week in terms of our automated system. It's up 3-4% this week. I'm getting reports from most of you that you're getting a hang of this machine learning and you're finding your own techniques of making it work. The important thing is to guide yourself. There's your drop down, so you can take that trade if you need to. Have a look at the figures, always guide yourself. So enter, stop loss, TP. Okay, keep it simple. That's TP1. So straight off the bat, that's TP1 we've got. If you're not trading with me, you don't know what this is all about, A, message me, and B, just scan that QR code and you'll get straight into a light version of our trade cards. Okay, straight off the bat, heading towards TP2. So you know the market's been selling today, and sometimes it's a case of making the trend your friend. The trend doesn't always continue. We're not going to have 24 hours when every minute it's being sold. Market ranges, and in between the day and in between the hour is the 30 minutes, the 15 minutes, the 5 minutes, and the 1 minute. We are constantly on the 1 minute because we're scalp, and it shows us all the information that we actually need to see all of the time. Okay, so that's where we kind of are. So that's hit TP2 just about. I'm just going to straighten this out. That's better. Like a busy little engineering room at my end. So that's where are we? Let me just. That's it. I can see the price now. So we're at TP3 straight away on that. Beautiful trade, absolutely beautiful. As I was saying, it's like that's an engineering expedition at my end. Got my not my laptop, my iMac, my screen, my lights, my mic. Then I can see myself. I can't see any of you. You can see my chart over there. See my chart over there. See my comments over there. I've got my Telegram open for the trade cards on my iPad. I've got my phone for trading. So like a little engineering project. A technical knockout. A technical studio, shall I say. Okay, so the market's just, it's given us TP3, which is great. Now, so the next part of entering SL TP set is that you manage the trade. So you could now have either taken the profit or you could have taken your stop loss to break even or better than break even or to TP1. And you just trail it. It's called trailing your stop loss. And what you do is you bring this. Don't strangle the trade. Don't go right up close so it hits it. You might as well close the trade. Yeah, it's just wasting your time. It comes with a little bit more experience, and the more time you spend here with me, the more you'll learn these things. We live in this nanosecond culture where everything needs to be done fast. No, it doesn't. Yeah. You've got about 85, 90 years here, maybe perhaps 100 years if you look after yourself. Okay, take your time. If I could go back, people that have this, if you could go back to your 18, I would say to myself, Cam, don't be in such a hurry. You don't need to be in such a hurry to make money. You don't need to be in such a hurry to decide on what you're going to do when people upset you. Yeah, you don't have to win the argument every time. So what I've learned in my life is being right sometimes actually loses you the person. So that's TP3 still. So the market's been buying for a couple of days on the hopes that the conflict was settled. Conflict appears to be anything but settled. So just go. The other thing is we must have something to do, right? Otherwise it would just sit there waiting for us to do, and it would do nothing. So that's your 5 minutes. So let's see what the hour's been doing. Huge selling hour. So 7 till 8 was selling. 8 till 9, London's open straight away with a big sale, giving us a beautiful, beautiful profit. It's 10 past. See where we're going with this now. Still selling, 81%. So very confident. Straight away, we're heading downwards towards TP1 on the new trade card. Nothing to stop you from remaining in the trade. Okay, let's go to the 1 hour because it's going to show. It's showing that there's nothing to stop this from going all the way down to here now. Okay, going straight past 41 100, straight through that. Just looking at my own overnight trades and see where we're at. Yeah, beautiful, nice profit now. I was in at 11. So the last few days, been thinking it's a market that's going to crash to the floor because it rose for nothing. Rose on rumors that there was a deal that the Iranians and Americans does. Trump's not doing any deals, right? He'd lose the deal once it was in his bloody pocket. Man's an idiot. The only thing he's good at is lying. But anyway, that's his problem. Ours is to make money from the market. So you've got TP far 2 down that one. And of course, if you left the old trade open, then there's a lot more profit to be made. And if you need to know how to use this stuff and you need to discuss it, give me a shout. Okay? That's what I'm here for. So London's been very difficult the last few mornings, and today the absolute dream opening. TP3, we're at TP 4-ish on this. Beautiful. Now, if that goes through 4100 and go all the way to 4060, 4070 down here, this range here. Oops. We've got all the way down there. So you see there's nothing here. So support and resistance. What happens is these areas here sometimes become support, sometimes become resistance. And this is the same here. Okay, but there's nothing here. So the 4 hour is a really good indicator to use for that. So here, as I was saying, 40, 63, 64, 70, that may be where it holds. 41 will be obviously be a big, big number in terms of where it is. So it's just retraced back just at top. Ask me any questions you want. Say good morning. Say hello. Always nice to know who's here. If you've not been here before, I do this 8 till 10 every morning at London Open. Trade with you, take you through the trades, take you through our trading cards. No hype, no BS, no editing, nothing. Yeah? No Lamborghinis, sorry. Yeah, no £1 million accounts to show you. So market's come back. Low was 4101. So let's see if it bounces off that or it comes back. TP5 on my last trade was 40.97, so below the 41. That's the data. Remember, it's pointing towards that. Just watching myself. Okay, we're an education channel, not an entertainment one, right? So no dancing dogs and monkeys or whatever it is. Sometimes accompany some of this stuff. Yeah, we're just here to make money and have a good time. We're trading for ourselves, but we don't trade by ourselves. Okay, trading is very lonely, and most of the time you're sat here in a room by yourself, especially drawdown. That's the hardest thing to manage. Success is easy. Yeah, you're making money, rah, 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 you're happy, right? Dopamine's coming, everything's, the chemicals in your body going crazy. It's a quiet moment that you need to manage. And what I want you to do is relax about your trading. Take your time and know that you've got more time than you realize sometimes. Those 1%, 2%, 3% a day stack up. Yeah, they might not seem like a lot of money right now. It might be £10, might be £5, might be £20. But if you take them forward, if you do that consistently, those 10s and 20s will turn into hundreds and perhaps even thousands. I've got traders now drawing out £200, £300, £400, £500 a day, £1,000 a day. I was thinking about my own trading this morning because I plot the things exactly like you. Right? Some of my accounts are traded for me by our automated system. Some of them I trade myself, and some of them I do a bit of both. Right? Being in the business, I would have more than one account you'd expect, which I do. And those accounts are for different purposes and different goals in my life. So markets come right back. We missed the 15 minutes. Well, I did. You shouldn't have. Still selling. And that was it. The market's at 12, so which is, 81%. So still an opportunity to get into it. But what's the golden rule? We don't enter a sell when the market's buying on a green candle. So be careful with that because you don't know how far it's going to retrace back. Because that's all it is, just a retracement. You'll see it on here. You see it on the hour. There it is, gone back to this area here. Okay, so it could come back all the way there, could go to there, this area here, could go to all of this. Okay. There's no good news that's going to keep going up today. Yeah, so slips from 2-week peak, oil advances. Yeah, Fed meeting in focus. So is there a meeting today? I can't see anything on my chart here. Let's see on the day. Yeah, there it is. Can see it. So durable goods, nothing major. It's still a red folder. It's due on the 27th. So there's nothing in the diary for today. If you guys can see something, then let me know. I'm not an authority on everything, especially in news, to be honest with you. I'm quite weak in that area of my trading. That I don't look at economic news as often as I should, and as often as I used to. Still in my trade from 41.11. So market TP5 is now 41.01, which is slightly higher than it was before. And that I use that as a guidance to say, how far is the market going to drop? Where is it going to go to? In terms of data. Because what we're trying to do here is we're trying to work on the past, what's been happening. Now just open the store, it's a little bit warm. It seems quite overcast, but it's really, oh, that's better. It's really warm. So 19 minutes past, 20 past, we'll take the next card. But not a lot that went on in the last 5 minutes. But the market has come down a little bit, but you wouldn't have got TP1 yet. So a great movement earlier. 2 fantastic trades. TP3 was hit, and TP2 and 3 was hit again very nicely. So here she comes. That's TP2. With the next cards here now. So But like I said, not a lot happened in that last 5 minutes. Still selling 74%. Back down to below 4,100 for the TP5. And I've got 06 at TP1. So let's see what she does. So market retraces, naturally some buying comes in when it hits a certain point. A lot of algorithmic trading going on now, even in the trading desks. A lot of bots doing trading, so they're designed to hit. So when it hit 4101, some of them would have triggered at slightly higher than the 4100, and it comes back a bit. And that's where the movement in the market comes from. It's just pure people speculating or thinking, oh, it's cheap, let's buy a little bit. So 4101, that's the daily low that we just hit there, and 4140 was the high that we hit in this session. So we've got $140 movement already in the market since it opened last night at 11 p.m. GMT. So Sydney opens the market. It's there 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. And then it's joined by Tokyo, China, and all the smaller Asian markets there. So China opens at 12 o'clock. I think Sydney, depending on time zones, or may open later. But not a lot of note is made of China. I would have thought it's quite a big market, but not a lot of note is made on it. So if you watch Bloomberg at night, the market open, obviously for FX and gold and everything else, at 11, and then China opens at 12. And then throughout the night, some of the smaller indexes, markets will be opening. Then we have Frankfurt at 7, London at 8, and then New York at 1. And then that's why there's a lot of price volatility, a lot of movement in the afternoons, because both London and New York, these are the biggest markets in the world. New York's obviously the biggest market. They open, and there's a lot of movement. Obviously, throughout the night, the Asian session, we call it, the Chinese market's open, a lot of volume there, and sometimes a lot of movement in the market there. So the market trades 23 hours a day for 5 days a week, Monday to Friday. Closes on a Friday night at 10 p.m. GMT, so that's 5 p.m. for New York. Reopens at 11 on a Sunday night. That's for UK-based people. So not doing an awful lot. Had the big movement down, but it's in a new price range at the moment, just above 4,100. So it's a case of, does it come below the 4,100? And if it does, I think it'll slip up quite a lot. Having said that, all of those things need to be all the time thought about with the fact that we trade price action. We trade the market that's in front of us, and we follow the trade cards and the guidance that they offer us. This is your own mentor without actually having to wait around for a signal when he or she pushes it out to you, sees a setup, pushes it out. They do a great job. I just think their time's passed. This is the future. So we're heading towards TP1 now on that trade. 24 minutes past, we've got 5 minutes. Sorry, we've got 1 more minute. Take the next card. That's TP1. So now what does it do? Does it go below this? There's the body of the candles on the 5 minutes. Does it go lower? I'll bring you back to 1 minute. So it's coming back to that range now where it dropped. That's given us TP1 on that trade. It's got 1 more minute. I'm going to go and do this all over again. Making money, growing your account, it's quite a boring thing. It's what you can do with the money. That's not the boring part, right? The freedom that provides is what we're looking for. Not the money's nothing, right? It's just a number in your account. But it's what that can do. Okay, so slip back a little, gone up a little. So let's see what it's going to do. Still set, the system's still saying sell, so the data is still pointing to a downward trend in the market. So we just need to be careful, and as ever, and almost every trade that we've had, the market's been buying when we've first pulled the trade card down, and then it comes back again. Just going to check a few of my own things whilst you guys deal with that little trade card that we've got. I want to say thank you for all of you that subscribe. Over 1,200 traders follow the channel, which is absolutely incredible. So thank you very much for that. Now you may be looking to enter because I'm just giving 1 second. Make sure I'm doing the right thing. Lovely. So market's pulled back to about $4,110. So it didn't quite go through the 4,100. So there's obviously support there for the 4,100, and didn't quite hit it. Hit within a couple of dollars of it. Doesn't mean it won't go through it. We're not really interested in any of that. All we're interested in is having a situation whereby we follow our system and we take the trades accordingly. So I don't trade as much as I would if I wasn't with you guys for these couple of hours. So I tend to put a trade in and stay in it a bit longer than I normally would. But I like to think that I know the general direction of the market, and we do it that way. A stop loss is very generous, as is the TP. So generally between 50 and 100 pips is what I'm looking for profit-wise. And then if it goes down 70, 80 pips below my entry point, I'll set my stop loss at 50 pip profit, and very often it goes back and hits it. And if it doesn't, it goes through, then I get a monster trade. But your trading does change as you progress through stuff. You know, you don't want to know somebody's day 500. You want to know somebody's day 1 when you're starting out. What did you do when you first started? I ask the question all the time to people. I don't care about their Lambo standing outside of their $10 million mansion. What did you do when you started? What was the first day? What was that like? And that's important to me. So market very steady now. 29 minutes, so 8:30. We've been on for 30 minutes now. Had 3 or 4 really good profitable trades. So pull one of these down in 5 minutes, which is 12 times in an hour. So we pull down 5. So there's been 3 really good profitable trades. Been selling all morning that we've been together. So that's TP2 on that last trade card, 8:30. Still selling. There you go. So you're hitting profits now, and that's what you should be doing. Bank those profits. little and often, take TP1s and 2s all the time. The beauty of scalping is that you can be trading for very small amounts of time. So you're in the market for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. You're in and out, in and out. Yeah, make your money little and often. And the losses are small as well. Your lot size matters for your account. Don't know about lot sizes? Ask me the question, I'll tell you. So we've gone to TP3 on that trade. Just looking at my own trades. That's all I'm doing, staring at those. I'm not staring into space. So 32 minutes. Beautiful. It's been easy. Been like taking candy from a kid this morning. Very, very easy trading. Sorry, I lost my glass of water behind my screen, which isn't clever. So what can I say? TP3, TP4, anything you want. Just patience and a beautiful moving market this morning, moving downwards. Whether it goes through the 4100 or not is another matter. It's trying again. And when it does, it'll go straight through. I don't think it'll teeter. I think it'll be bang. Okay, I'm going to stand for the next 30 minutes. Keep forgetting. Trading is very sedentary. Just push this chair back. So again, try to go through the 4100. Didn't work. Come back, gave us plenty of profit, so nothing to regret. Let me just stop this from tracking. I hate it. Used to think it's a really clever thing. Now I think, God, stop doing that. No, I don't want you to track me. That's it. Hopefully it's not tracking me now. Is it? No. Oh, good God, that's awful. That's better. Okay. So, as I said, market's moving quite nicely. It's coming down beautifully. Going to have retracements, but it's an easy market. 4100 is a key now. Does it go through that or not? We shall see. Time will tell. Shut this mental. What do we say? We will see. Quite an important thing in terms of when people talk to you about what we do is, excuse me 1 second, that's really irking me what it's doing. That's better. What I'm saying is it's really important to start looking at your actions. So him going, we will see, is because we don't look. Take everything for granted. You know, talk to a partially sighted person and see how important sight is. Or any of those things. Any time we lack something is what that we focus on. We don't focus on the abundance, and I don't think we're nearly as grateful as we should be for the life that we have. 38 minutes, sorry, 35 minutes. So we'll press the button, see where the market is. it'll be selling. Selling is still 80%. So the confidence level in the trade card is very, very high in terms of what the data is pointing out towards the market coming down. So let's see if that goes through. So the 4100 is the key. Still bounces back a little bit. We're on the 5 minutes. Let's go to the hour. See what she shows us. So sitting there, and 41.97, 41.84, 40.84, 40.71. Let's see how far we get. There's a time when I used to really sell in the market, so because it comes down much faster than it actually rises, so which is always interesting. So we trade 8 till 10 GMT, London Open every morning, 5 days a week, and go through trades, we break down trades, we look at these trading cards that we use. If you don't have access to those, scan that QR code and you can get them. You get a light version to trial, absolutely free, no obligation, don't need anything from you. And then if you wish to go forward, you can open an account with our partner broker and you can have the full fat version, which is the one obviously I'm using. So trying again, so if you look at this now, so coming back to this point, trying to get through the 4100. Obviously these are key levels. The 100s, the 50s less so, the 25s less so. They still do have support and resistance there. And what it actually means is that there are people that think, I'm going to be buying. As soon as it hits 4100, I want to buy. As soon as it hits 4100, I want to buy. Okay? I think it'll go through today and we'll get a market that's below 4,000. 4,100. Then maybe it will go below 4,000 as well. That may not happen today. But of course, it's all subject to what's going on around the world, where inflation is, where everything is. She's just sitting there, 38 minutes. So TP2 is where this is sitting. TP1 is where this, there she goes, 41.55, not quite. Back above 41, so you notice that still didn't quite hit it. 41.45. In some charts it would have hit it, obviously they're different, but we know the intent of the market, where she wants to go. There you go, there's the hour and there's the day now. Quite a big retracement, there it is. So let's see if it goes all the way down there or even further, don't know. And to be honest with you, there she goes. That's below now for the first time. Yeah, 40.99. So 39 minutes past, we'll get the next card in a minute. Quite psychological barrier. So you see it going up and down. So above, below, above, below, above, below. Just want to magnify that because my screen's a little bit smaller than yours would be, so I just want to see that so I can see it properly whilst I'm speaking with you guys. So 4101, quite, as I say, quite critical level, and it's time to be careful when you trade as well. It can quite easily bounce off. So still selling 79%. 40.90 is TP5 now, so a lot more data is pointing to the market coming down. We just take our profits and we go. There she goes. So not quite given up the fight yet. The Bulls and the Bears haven't quite got their way of pulling it down. Because of course there'll be people in the market saying it's coming down, people in the market analysing it's going to go up. So it's an opportunity both ways for people to short the market or go long. There will be systems that will be pressing the button at 4,100, thinking it's going to go above that. I'm not one of those people. I thought it'd be next to impossible to see gold with a 3 in front of it instead of a 4 after going up to 5,500 in January. Excuse me. In January, but it happened, and now we could see 3,500. And because of what's coming down the road, you know, they can hide the economic factors for only so long, can fudge the economic figures only so long. There she goes. Along with it is TP2 heading towards TP3. That's TP3. There you go. So she's gone, broke through the 4,100. Quite significant. And as I said to you, it would go. There she goes. There she goes. It would go. Once it broke through, it would just go. And that's what it's doing. So let's see where she wants to drop down to. But that was your TP3, TP4, not quite TP5, which is at 40.90. It'll do that. $92. So I was saying the key levels in terms of what I can see, and I'm no expert in this, is down here around the 80 mark. So support and resistance is the old way of trading, but it still matters. Where is their support for the market? What prices is it supported at? So as I said to you guys, once it breaks through the 4,100, it'll go down quite a bit. So it's gone down another $6, $7 from that retracement always. I want to take a bit of profit. It's great, and that was about 150, 160 pips. I think it may continue on its downward journey today. Sorry, excuse me. That's what I wanted. So that's on the hour. 5 minutes. 1 minute. Got down to here. And a little bit of support, a little bit of retracement. I don't think it's big. I think it's going to go further. It's going to go a lot further today. Could be wrong. But that's why we have the trade cards, right? I'm not the expert. I'm allowed to say whatever I like in that respect, because the market is the market. It doesn't do anything I say or do you say. I think we should follow the system and strictly follow the system. So 45, we take our next trade card. Still selling 79%, all the way down to 40.85. So I've taken that trade, I've cashed out on the last one. It's nice profit there. As soon as you take the trades, set your stop loss. and your TP. Okay. A lot of the trading day to go in terms of the West is concerned. London's just opened 45 minutes ago. New York's yet to open. So the Americans haven't even woken up to any of this, as we haven't during the China session and the Asian session. So just setting my stop loss to break even. There we go. Keep yourself safe. Give it some room to move. Give it some wiggle room by all means. So we're sitting at TP2. We've been down to TP3 on this particular trade already. So as I was saying, when it goes through the 40-100, it will go. So we've had another 100 pips on top of that now. Gold down about 1% today. So it's all been selling. That's all we've had this morning is sell, 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 sell. Okay. It's TP3. Sitting at 91's TP3 on that last card. So some beautiful profits, lovely profits today. Yeah, the background is real, that's me. I look. There, I can pick that up. Right. Sorry, somebody just messaged me saying, that background looks great. Is it real? Is it virtual? No. We don't do any of that stuff. No, it's my home. It's my office. This is where I trade. It's where I sit. It's where I do a lot of my reading. Yeah, but thanks for asking. So I was saying that we're not grateful enough, and certainly very grateful for the life that I have and the life that trading and being in this business has given me. So we'll continue 49 minutes. We've got one more minute before the next trade. Next trade card, sorry. Trade you could have just kept in right from the top. So we could continue to see some movement downwards certainly for this period of trading. So as I was saying, that this is where the next bit of support will come from. So if you look on the 4 hour, that's usually a very good place. So this is where this could turn into support, 40.76, anywhere down this range. If it goes through that, goes through this part, then it's all the way down to 4,000, and it could do that. You know, it's not unheard of. We've only had 40.91 to 41 movement. It's not a lot. It's only about $50, but gold is down almost 1% on the session. 50. Selling 79%, down to 81 in terms of TP5. So a little bit of ranging here. So be careful because it could bounce up a little bit. Don't give all your profits back. So TP1 for me on that was 40.90. Let's see where she goes. If you want to learn to trade gold, be here every morning between 8 London Open to 10 o'clock. I don't baby you on the trades. I don't show off about my own account or any of that nonsense. Yeah, what do you care how much money is in my account? Doesn't make any difference. Might make you feel, oh, I don't know what makes you feel, right? Can't spend my money and I can't spend yours, so let's just get on with it. Make our 1%, 2%, 3% every day and leave. No emotions, just it's your job, it's work. Let's do the work. And work sometimes really fun. Like this morning's been a piece of cake, really easy. I don't have any amount of money from this market. So London Open was already selling, Frankfurt was selling, opened at 41.18, down to 40.93. You would certainly have had your trading and the profit for the day from this market by now. If you just put a trade in, sat there, nobody knows, of course, and there's a lot of movement in between. As we can see, look at that, there's green candles. Don't let it frighten you. Yeah, nothing to be scared of here. Put your stop loss in, manage your trade. You know how much money you can possibly lose, and you will lose money. You will have losing trades. You will have losing days. You will lose an account. Just get over it. We're not babies. But with preparation, with discipline, with consistency, success will come. Use the tools. Get your psychology right. Get your mindset right. Prepare. Yeah, that market's ready to drop now. May not do it this time, but that's going to drop. 53, we've got 3 more minutes. Yeah, that's going to drop through that 90. Already hit the low point. There she goes. Lots more profit for you guys. That's TP1 on the last trade card. But it's like, could have had loads today. Piece of cake. Hope some of the regulars are here watching and trading. I do speak to quite a lot of people and they're enjoying it. They're enjoying the trading. Tell your friends, bring them along. Share this video with people. Say, listen, there's something going on here. Over 1,200 traders now follow the channel. It's wonderful. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. So yeah, I'm going to get that. Retracement, bit of a fight. It will hit the bottom at some point. It'll start rising for a while. Natural in this market. $55 minutes. Let's see, last trade card of the hour. 75%, still selling obviously. Range of TPs from 90 to 81. But we don't get in when there's a green candle. So for a sell, that is obviously. If we're buying, that'd be great. But if it's not, now's the time if you want to get into that trade. So now it's not. So be careful. As I said, there's always some retracement. And yeah, And this is a lot of people talk about, oh, I can't get into the market fast enough. Sometimes it's better to just watch and let the trade play out a little bit. Patience definitely pays in this market. Yeah? Money loves speed, but at the same time, and the other thing is, of course, that all the data is pointing there. It just might be a little bit early. My market just might have a little bit more, and then you get a better entry. So I'm kind of at my break-even point with the trade that I took earlier, a couple of trade cards ago. Just teaching in and out of profit. So you see that it's rinse and repeat. Market goes back, you buy, then you sell. Market goes up, sell. You could be doing the same trade all day long. Same figures, just goes back, you sell, goes back, you sell. And buying's the same some days. Back to 95, which is where we were. There she goes. Oh, how did these get inside, huh? Oh, thanks. Let me see if I can help it out. Go on, I'll keep. No, that's there you go. Little thing buzzing around trying to get out. So 58 minutes, we're just coming to the top of the hour. We've been together for an hour or so, and the TPs have just flown this morning. We've absolutely smashed out trading. You should have had 5, 6, 7 successful trades if you've been here since the beginning. If you're joining us, then we've got one more hour after this. The market's coming down, and we've profited from that immensely. I've done over 1% since I've been with you guys, just that one trade profit that I took. So the 4100 was broken, and now obviously the bulls are trying to get it back there, but it's $6-7 away, so that's a big push. So it takes a lot of money to do that, move the market. We underestimate how much money is flowing through, and hundreds of billions, trillions, $8 trillion a day through the whole of the FX commodities market on a daily basis. Got a lot of conflicting interests. Gold recently took over as the world's biggest asset, bigger than the dollar, sorry. So the value of gold's worth more than all the dollars in the world, even though they've been printing it like it's been going out of fashion. So the Americans don't like that. They don't want that. Right? Politically, it just, the optics look wrong. That there's something bigger than the dollar. It's 9 o'clock. Let's take it. Still selling, obviously, with retracements. So we're on the 1 minute. Don't get in when the candles are green. If you left your trades to run from earlier, you'll still be in profit. She comes. I'm going to give you some profit now. There. That's TP. It's better than TP2. Great session profit-wise for trading. Easy, very, very easy. All one direction, all selling. A little bit of retracement keeps it interesting, so you don't miss out. Because if you just go straight down, we miss everything. Because then it just goes straight to the bottom. If you weren't in it, you miss it. And if you were in it, probably a lot of luck. And nobody would have set the TP so low. So you miss out everything. We want this. On a market that's retracing, going back. And it's such easy trading. So I said earlier that I thought that was going to go through the 90, didn't quite do it. It's coming back again. It's a game. It's all a game. That's all it is. Yeah, the bears and the bulls. I think it should go higher. I think it should go lower. I'm reading this news. So much news. You can concentrate on any of it. You can be on the golf. If you're moment by moment, what's oil doing? What's the dollar doing? And they're all related to the price of gold. What's going to happen to the Fed interest rates? That's not imminent. So you could be taking a bet for the next month, 2 months, 3 months. Gold futures. Yeah, people are buying contracts for delivery in a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. We're trading spot gold. This is the price that you pay now. Two differences, yeah? What's spot gold and what's futures? Spot is now. What is the market at today? So when I'm buying gold jewelry, for instance, it's like, am I paying the spot price? I'm like, what? Some of them don't even know. But guys that know, they think, it's somebody that actually knows the business. Got a family occasion coming up, and my wife went out to help buy a gold set. And hey buddy, how you doing? Maniac killer. Makes me smile when I see that. I'm great, buddy. I'm absolutely brilliant. Will you join us on a day of free money? Been wonderful in terms of markets just been coming down, and there's been TP after TP after TP. So I hope you're making some money. A retracement from that 90, so that's the next stubborn point. So we had the 4100, and it's done that. So like I said, the bulls will still be trying to push to get it. That may get back there. Maybe this is the low point. Okay, the market is the market. It doesn't care about any of us. It just trades. It just does its thing, and we've just got to take our money and go. You know, I've got people that take one trade a day, and their money's done. And there's others that scalp bits and bobs. I can't do that. I haven't got that level of knowledge of the market to be able to take one trade and make my 2%, 3%. And I actually prefer this. Yeah, beautiful. Morning, Alex. How are you doing? Guys are all waking up at 9 o'clock now. You late starters, eh? We've been here since 8 o'clock. Where have you guys been? Great to see you all coming alive. Let's make some money, okay? That's the name of the game. Everything else is cheap. Can't spend something that's in somebody else's pocket, right? So yeah, been wonderful. So we've got a minute now till we take the next trade of the first trade of the next hour. Right, I'm gonna grab my chair. I'm just gonna sit. Yeah, it's real. I didn't think it looked that good that it was a virtual background, but some of you obviously think so. Thank you for that. And how was that, Alex? Are you selling? Have you made money? And did you open your account? And have you got access now? So it's been TP after TP, profits all the way down. Been an easy market trade. We've had two really difficult mornings, so it's nice to get one that's quite straightforward. Selling still. It's been all sells this morning. Of course, there's been retracement, but if you look at now, let's have a look at the hours. There you go. So been selling, Frankfurt sold, London Open sold, first hour, second hour selling. Yeah. Okay, now I actually want to say something to you. That was yesterday. Forget about that. Yeah. And the worst thing you can do is revenge trade. I've got to make that loss up. You'll make it up, but take a longer view. Okay. Don't know how big it was, and it hurts. But all the lessons are there. What did you do wrong? Write it down. Record it. I made this mistake. I made this mistake. I shouldn't have done this. My lot size was too big. I entered when I shouldn't have done because of this. Okay. Send the message to your brain. What were the mistakes? Did you hurry too much? Did you not follow the trade cards? Did you not set your stop loss where you should have set it? Was it too big? Did you take too much risk? Was the lot size for your account too big? What's the learning? Okay. So it's a lesson, especially in the early days. It hurts. It really hurts when you lose money. But you know something? It's better than sitting in a weekend seminar paying £10,000 to somebody, right? Or it's better than having mentorship at £50,000, because what do you actually learn from that? You've got to learn by doing. This is not a business. It's not a spectator sport. Yeah. And what happens, Alex? And I can only surmise this from your message. Okay, so is that what you've done? Is you went in, entered a losing trade, and it hit SL. So was it going the wrong way in the first instant? So like now, you would not be entering this for a sell. You'd be entering it for a buy. Not that you should do anything. I'm just giving you a for instance. So now there's a red candle. Now's the time when you would enter. Okay, don't try and fight the market because it's pointless. So that's number one. And then what's the first thing that you do? Enter SL, enter SL, enter SL. Even if it hits, it doesn't matter. You're protecting your account. Okay, we don't have endless amounts of money. We can't borrow money. Well, we can, but it's a stupid thing to do. We can't borrow money to put into our account. We're not an institution. Yeah, we don't get credit from the broker. So there is a hard stop, okay? So just don't beat yourself up about it. And today, if you've been trading for the last hour, it's been easy. You should have made anything up that you lost yesterday. And I get those calls and I get those messages, obviously. Cam, I lost this. And then the funny thing about some of them is that I get a message at 9 o'clock. Cam, I've lost like 3%. And then I get a message 3 hours later. Cam made it all up, and then I made 5%. Don't look at it like that. It's a long-term thing. This is a career. This is a business. Okay? And nobody makes money every day in business. No, you just don't. I certainly haven't. I've been at it for, God knows how long. So 9 minutes pass. Let's see where she's going. A little bit of retracement. A revenge trade. The market doesn't care whether we lost money or made it. Yeah, just press the wrong button in the wrong direction at the wrong time. All right, this morning, been easy to press the right button in the right direction at the right time. So a bit of retracement now. Let's see what happens. 10 past. Let's take the next trade card. Good morning. Still selling. Oh, the sun is out. It's absolutely beautiful. See that through the back. The thing I love about this house, I can see there's a window there. And I can see straight through the hallway, straight through the window of the bedroom on the other side. I see straight through onto the fields. Absolutely fantastic. Love it. Beautiful. Life is good. Life is good, ladies and gentlemen. So we had a sell, but we had a candle that was going up, it's coming down. So we only enter when it's the market is going in the direction that we want to go into. Otherwise, it can just knock you out within seconds. Yeah, consistency is key. So TP1. So is it going to come back to take out the 4090? So remind me to stand at 9:30, okay? Because I don't do enough of that. So I've done my 30 minutes this morning, which is great. So I sat back down now. So market's a little bit steadier now this hour. It was absolutely barnstorming at between the first hour of London. So maybe a little bit of retracement back. So not doing a lot in the first quarter of an hour. Okay, so you're hoping for a bit of retracement. Let's see. As I just said that, maybe a little bit of retracement in this hour. Where did you enter, Maniac? That's his gaming name, by the way. It's not his trading name for here. It's an absolute gentleman. I think it's a gentleman, anyway. It could be a gentle lady. 913, 93. So I'm still in that sell from 95 after cashing out on my last one at 150 odd pips. That was nice. I bagged 1% on that trade for the day, which is nice. I'm taking a much longer term view now on my accounts in terms of where I can take them and what can happen. I'm not so petulant about it. And you know, trying to prove myself on a day. Those days are long behind. But I've been at it for 5 years as well, right? So, and it's lovely, you know, in a buy right now to 41.04. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see how it plays. And this is what it's about. And it's beautiful to have somebody that's absolutely honest about it, saying where they're at. But it's interesting, isn't it? I'm in a sell, he's in a buy. And where does the market go? We could both make a profit. That's the thing about this market, is that it could dip down to where I want it to. Yeah. Entered at 40%. Yeah. So traditionally reading the charts. So talking about where the ranges of the market is in terms of, you know, that could be the Fibonacci, 40%. Mrs. J talks about that all the time. Ah, okay. Did that hit your stop loss, or did you just pull out? 40.96. Okay. That's interesting, because I entered at 49.62 for a sell, and you entered it for a buy. Incredible, isn't it? Two traders looking at the same market, reading it completely different. Yeah, okay. So I've got about 40-50 pips of profit on that trade. I'll follow it down, I'll leave it in. SL's quite generous. Lot size isn't huge. Just have a look at something. Okay. Now where it needs to get, 15 minutes past. So our trade card is telling us that's a sell. So by the way, I follow the 5-minute time frame. So if you're on a 15-minute, you can have the trade card at 15, 30 or an hour. But if you're a longer term trader, then you may disagree with what the short term market is because you're looking at it over 2 hours, 4 hours, a day, 2 days or 3 days. Okay. So lots of things can happen. There's lots of things at play, lots of different ways of trading the market, hundreds of thousands, millions of strategies. I like scalping. You're in, out, your trades are closed by the time you finish trading and there's nothing going on. The market can do what the hell it likes. It's when you have open trades that you've got anxiety and all the rest of it. It doesn't matter that you set stop losses and all the rest of it. Nobody wants to lose money. But that's the way. You know something? I really appreciate your honesty. Yeah. So Maniac has just says, I was gambling anyway. Hit SL. It's fine. Right? This is a room where we can share these things. So let's not gamble. Let's have some discipline. Okay? It's money. And the thing about this is there can be a lot of money, right, for you to make over the course of 3 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years. That's a lot of money to be made and a lot of money to be lost. And, you know, if you lose your discipline, it's dead easy. I've done it myself. Lots of highs goes up. I'm going to do this. This is a sure thing. Fall flat on your face. Right, so the market's having a breather. 17 minutes past. Not done a lot since it opened at 9. But we had a barnstorming hour earlier. So it's gone down to the low that the last candle went to, about a 40.90. And it's beginning now to move. So look at this now. It's sat here around the 40.90, like it did the 4100 for ages. So it's another $10, another 100 pips. So, but it's doing the day's lows. And it's continuing. There you go. So selling day so far, just about. So we were at 40.92. Yesterday's low was 40.76. It's not far from taking that out. So the euphoria over the last 2 days that Trump has actually done a deal turned into nothing, like usual, bloody hot air. Same old nonsense. So there you go. She's hitting the day's lows. There she goes. 89. Let's target that. Yeah. Said to you about 15, 20 minutes ago that if it goes through the 43 or 41, we could get a much, much lower market today. Could bounce straight up, but there's nothing there to support it. There's no reason that makes any sense with the Gulf, interest rates, the dollar, that this is going to go up. Not today. And that's the 5 minutes. That's so clean. Now you can see the clear direction at that time frame. Right? Going through 89. That's TP, that's gone to TP, that's TP2 on the latest. Yeah, so Alex, if you're following this and you've got the full trade cards now, if you haven't, let me know. And if there's any issues opening your account, let me know. So still selling 70, the confidence levels in the sales have been so high this morning. Always plus 70%, up to 80. And that's what happens. So there you go. Bit of support again at the 40.90, which is understandable. When you've been trading the market, as some of these guys have been on here, they'll understand all of this. They'll see, oh, it's 40.90. Yeah, 4100. There's going to be support and resistance there. It's going to do this in, out, in, out. It's doing that now on the 40.90. deciding whether it's going to go lower or not. So you're seeing it on the 5 minutes, consistent. Yeah. There's your high. I think that's the high. No, there it is. That one. 40, maybe there. Oh, that's it. There's the day's high. Set earlier this morning. Now it's just, but we really have been able to cash in the last hour. Simple trading. Very simple trading. Look at that. So Alex, are you on the 5 minutes? And if you're on the 5 minutes, then every 5 minutes you press the button. Okay. If you've got any confusion about that, give me a shout. We can jump on a call. Okay. So trade valid. It will tell you at the bottom. Where does it say it? Stop. Enter buy. Best entry window. Enter buy valid until 9:35. So if you're looking at the same one, yeah, that's your trading view. 1 minute. Your trade card on the system on TWK can't be lower than 5 minutes. So if you're taking the 5 minutes, it says it's valid until 9:35. I don't like that. We're taking a 5 minute trade card. Trade's valid for like 2 minutes. If I'm not in that trade by, so let's say we take the 9:20 signal or the card. If I'm not in that by 22 minutes past, I'm not taking it. 5 minutes, 3 minutes down the road, you've got another card. And the scalping market changes that quickly. These boys that trade on the 1 hour or the 2 hours or the 5 hours or the 4 hours or the day, very different kind of trading. That trade's valid for hours. No problem. You just keep asking the questions, all right? Good. You just keep asking those questions, Alex. That's what I'm here for, buddy. I love the interaction, by the way. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate it. Stretches me as well. I have to think about it. Helps my trading. Like I said, we're trading for ourselves, but not by ourselves. So it's trying to breach the 90. There. 30 minutes. 15 minutes. All reds. All red. 5 minutes. Bit of green. 1 minute you'll see a bit more, because obviously it's more of a sniper view. Day, big. Like I said, there's not long before it engulfs all of yesterday. Didn't do the high of yesterday, the market. Yesterday's high, 41.70. Euphoria yesterday. Trump is about to do this deal. And we live in hope, don't we? So again, a little bit of support and resistance going on here on the 90. Hovering around, sitting there, down there, here. So, and it could bounce back at some point. That's what your stop loss is for, okay? If you're selling. So New York will be interesting if the market's been selling today. In terms of where that goes, that takes us. (25:09). Take the next card. Again, selling at 69%, still pretty confident. TP5 is all the way down at 49.79. So 100 pips down the road from here. Selling. Just looking at some of my messages from you guys. Appreciate your support. Thank you very much. No, I won't name you. Okay. Continues. Here we go. And again, if it slips through to 86, 87, it'll carry on. It'll carry on to 80. Right, you're not catching anything. It's disciplined trading. Press the button on the trade card, look at the market, enter it. Put your stop loss in, put your TP in, okay? Look at the overall market. So look at the 1 hour. This is you, Alex. Look at the 1 hour, 30 minutes, 5 minutes. What's it doing? Yeah, where's the range? Look at it, what it's doing there, right? And then watch the trade card. It's telling you where to go. It's really easy. We've got the full fat ones. They're a lot more comprehensive than the light version. Only you can decide whether it's a good time, okay? You need to learn that. My risk tolerance, my idea of the market would be very different to yours. Not wrong or right, but different. Your expectations of that market are very different to mine. So I'm looking for one more profitable trade, which I'm in now. As I was saying, where is it? Entry was 40.95. It did go into the red, but I wasn't really fussed about that. I've got my own thoughts where the market's going to end up. So in order to meet my target, I need one more trade. It's about there, to be honest with you. And could get rid of it at the profit that I'm in and then take another one. But like I said, I'm not fussed. I think the market's got a lot more potential to come down. Okay, 28 minutes past. Not done a lot in the last 5 minutes. It's just sat at where it was 3 minutes ago. So watch your lot sizes. So when you're telling me that you're losing money, then, if the lot size is too big and you're trying to force the market, that will really hurt you. So when you're starting out, 0.01 is absolutely fine. £3 a trade, $2 a trade is absolutely fine. Okay, remember, the first 3 months, 6 months shouldn't be about making money. It should be A, about not losing money, and B, about learning something. You don't jump on a bike and take your hands off the handlebars, do you? You've got stabilizers on when you start, right? You don't go swimming and go to the 20-meter high diving board and jump off that. Go to the shallow end. It's the same. It's the same. You don't need to learn anything. You need to unlearn the bad habits. You need to stop listening to the BS on social media. Jim Simons is considered to be one of the most successful traders in the world. They were doing over 50% a year, and they closed their medallion fund, I don't know how many years ago, decades ago, to new investors. Didn't want it. Didn't want any more money, didn't want any more publicity, nothing. Yeah, it's far more successful than Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett is the best known investor. Jim Simons is probably the most successful. Like I said, 50, I think 60, maybe, it's over 50%. Right, wait, yeah, that's not the point. He's a mathematician, he wasn't a trader. He applied mechanical trading systems to trading, which is what we're trying to do. Yeah, 50% would be 2 to 3% a month. And we're trying to do that every day. And we can. He didn't have the tech that we've got. He didn't have the trade cards. He didn't have the 32 million data points that trade card takes before it says, do this. 31 minutes, I've missed that, as in pressing the button. Doesn't matter. Not the end of the world. Still selling 67%. TP5 still 40 to 97. I refer to TP5 because, as I said, I'm looking for the strength of a sell or a buy. So if consistently, and this is why I use the same time frame, so if consistently on the 5-minute trade card, the TP5 is going further and further down, then I know that the data is pointed to much of the market. I can take my trade and I can make my money, right? So that's why I quote TP5 a lot. Not that I aim for it, but because it gives me guidance. That's what the trade cards are for, the guidance. They're not an instruction. Remember that, right? You're an intelligent being. You know whether you should enter or not. Just trust yourself. Get the mindset right. Trust your instincts. Trust what you're doing. Write it down. What are you expecting today? How much money do you need? What percentage do you need? When the money's small, when the account's small, it's got to be a percentage. There's £20 or £10 won't motivate you, but 2% will, 3% will. You'd never get into your car without putting the destination that you're going to on your phone or in the sat nav in the car, would you? So why would you sit down here not knowing where you want to end up today? Thank you, dear. Thank you so much. Right, just think, just plan. Don't be casual about it. This is money. It's deadly serious. Oh, that's hot. So look at that. How long has it been there? 19 minutes past 9. And it's now 33 minutes past 9. Yeah? So 15, 20 minutes, it's been trying to break that. It may do it, may bounce off. See, look at these little clusters. Fascinates me what the market does. 9:33. There you go. If you guys read Audible, get Trading in the Zone. And The One Thing. And Sun Tzu, The Art of War. Teach you patience. Yeah. I believe there's a Chinese general, Sun Tzu, planning wars, battles, strategies. When the enemy is strong, yeah, run and hide, avoid. When you're strong and you know you can win, attack. Right, deploy. So just above the 90, what, 90 now? So maybe a little bit of confidence coming back into the market. The bottom's been hit. Yeah, retracement. Maybe short-lived. Maybe the market's changing. And after an hour and a half of selling. We're not in the fortune-telling game. Okay, we're not the I think or any of that. We're not in that game, okay? $35 to take the card. We've been selling, we've only had sells, no neutrals, no buys, still selling. TP5 now is 40.81, which is about 20 pips above the last one. The last one was 79. So I keep an eye out on those. So maybe the market's gaining a little bit of strength the other way. Not much. Still got 68%, but it's not 80% in terms of probability. It's called direction confidence. I just call it probability. I was supposed to stand, but I can't stand and drink my coffee. So I'm going to sit. Is that okay? I hope it's right with you guys. So let's just summarize. So we rocked up here at 8 o'clock. That was here. The market was 41.18. The market is now 40.90. So huge drop in that respect. $30 odd, 300 pips. So TP's all the way down, sell. So we sold it all the way down. We're still selling. A little bit of retracement now as it's bound to be. So we've gone below the 4100. It's at 40.92. We've set the low of the day in this session at 40.88, and I think that's where it's heading, 40.80, and could be even lower. The euphoria of Trump having done a deal yesterday with the Iranians is long gone. That's left us. So that was the party piece. Yesterday's rise was just because of that. Whilst the Houthis have blocked the Saudis, and Trump is saying he wants to impose a tariff, the market's going, oh no, it's all over. I thought, what a load of BS. And exactly as I thought yesterday, I thought tomorrow, be on the floor. So you see, these things matter. The politics is what's playing the market. And if you know your politics, you learn your politics, learn the market. Simple. Watch Trading Places, Eddie Murphy, Pork Bellies. Right? Watch that sketch. Absolutely fascinating. Why do I keep getting flies in my office? They've got the smallest opening. Hold on, let me get rid. And then there you go. Not fly, they're wasps or bees or whatever they call them. So just as it was hovering around the 40.100, it's hovering around the 40.90. A big breakthrough. Let's see. Got to be in it to win it. Yeah, if you're not in the market, you're not going to make any money. You could lose some, but you know what? I can't pronounce that. Can you tell me what your name is? Just entered a comment saying how long have you been trading? Because I'd like to know who I'm speaking to. About 5 years. Probably 3. So background's financial services. I'm a qualified independent financial advisor. Did that for quite a long time. Had my own firms, as well as working in quite a large firm of like about 1,500 IFAs. So a cup of tea in financial services on that. And did property for a long time, buying, selling, building, including Dubai and the UK. And then I came out of that about 7-8 years ago. I thought I'd retire for about a day, and came across trading. I'd done stocks and shares many years earlier. Came across trading. Somebody just contacted me out of the blue during the pandemic, and I thought, okay, let's have a look at this business. It looks interesting, and kind of got hooked. Lost a lot of money, missed a lot of frogs. Went into crypto 2016, 2017, like the Wild West. Lost a lot of Bitcoin to criminals, basically. They're just thieving little scammers. And I mean hundreds of thousands of dollars, not small stuff. I don't do anything small. And I was hovering around trading, turning it into a business, doing this. Then just thought, let's trade. and this is where we're at. I love teaching, love educating. So this is my natural forte: coaching, consulting, mentorship. So this really suits me. I hope that answers your question. It'd be nice if you actually told me what your name is and where you're from. That's how you become friends. So the market's just hovering around, guys. We're at 41. I missed that trade card, or missed pulling it down. You shouldn't have missed it, by the way. Still selling 73%. A little bit more confidence now. 78 is TP5. Yeah. So TP5 has come down by 10 pips. 79 or 80 on the last one. Still in my trade from 40.95. Nice, dropping now below the 90. Let's just expand that chart out. So just holding around the 40.90. That's fine. We've had so much profit. If you've been with me since 8 o'clock this morning, must have had 10 TPs this morning alone. What about 20 minutes together now? I should crack on with the rest of my day. Got some nice meetings today. Got a nice lunch with some friends and business colleagues. So then, like I said, it's hovering around that 40.90, sticking to that. Hasn't gone through it yet in any meaningful way. So again, a lot of support there. That's 92 now. Easing back. Very little appetite for buying at this moment in time. Obviously, there's going to be fluctuations of price. On the 1 minute chart, the market's going to move, the price is going to move. On the hour, you'd hardly register that. So if you look at this, so obviously it's taken the hour and the movements are tiny. On the 1 minute, it's very noisy. It looks like it's doing crazy things. Even crazier on your phone, on your MT4 and MT5. Looks like the freaking market's fallen through the floor or gone to the moon and it's moved like 20 pips. So it just depends on the scale that you're looking at. So 1 more minute and it's 9:45. So we're at 45 minutes. So the market's opened in London, sold for the last 2 hours. This hour obviously not as strong. London, the opening hour was really strong. Virtually matched this candle. This one here. This one hasn't quite lived up to this one. So we've got about 15 minutes on the hour. See where it goes. So first it hugged the 4100 for ages. Now it's hugging the 4090. Day's lows have been set during this last hour, 4088. Yeah. So so Alex is asking, what's the market doing? Is it consolidating? So when there's any big moves, which we had from 8 till 9, does slow down, the momentum just can't be continued before it takes a breather and it goes again. So what you'll do is it'll be picking up liquidity, people will be fulfilling orders, they'll be selling, buying, placing orders, getting out of those, so that it doesn't do a lot. The volume dries up. So when you get big movements, that's what happens. So yeah, it's sitting here. Consolidating is a great word. Ranging is another word. But yeah, so if you see now, from 8:45 to now, for the last 10 minutes, done nothing. Then if you look on the 1 minute, it's clearer. So if you just look at this now. So from here all the way to around about 9:15, really not been a lot of movement. So bottom's been 88, top's been 92, 93, about 50 pips, about 5 cents. Is all the movement that there's been. Okay, so the last downward movement was here at 9:10, down to here, then down to here. So that, if you look at that, is from 40.97 all the way down to 40.88. So about 100 pips. Right, there's plenty of money to be taken there. So yeah, consolidation, Alex, is a great word, and that's probably what the market's doing before it makes its next move. You know, I had my aptly named trader friend Maniac Killer, which is quite nice actually. He kills maniacs for a living, right? Not really. Right, it's his gaming name. He was in a buy and I was in a sell, and it could be the other way around, so nothing to gloat about. And it was the same. We'd entered literally. We'd press the button at the same time. He pressed for a buy, I pressed for a sell, and hit his stop loss, unfortunately. So you know, it's the read on the market that we have. How are you reading the market? How are you interpreting it? I always say this to you, right? It's about pressing the right button at the right time in the right direction. So if you learn to do that, and it's an art, it's a skill and an art. It'll take time. Right? The problem is there's so much BS in this market about making money. I'm launching this, I'm doing this. Everybody's launching some BS every single day. You don't need to be doing anything. There's the market. There's your chart. There's your account. Trade it. Simple. So it may come through now. Let's see. That's TP1 on that last trade card. But it's 48 minutes. So she's struggling to come down at the moment. How many times does that happen? I say it's doing this in that second it does that. That was TP2. Couldn't make it up with you. So if you hadn't got your TP set, haven't put the figures in, you couldn't have taken that. Nobody could have moved fast enough, right? Unless your finger was on the button to close that trade. Yeah. So new low for the day. Something else for the market to aim at. Something else for the market to digest. Still a lot of trading to go. Market doesn't close till 10 tonight. So in about 11 minutes, we'll still have 12 hours of trading to go for the rest of the day. Yeah. So you can pick it up whatever time you like. The beautiful thing about the trade cards we use is that you can trade whenever you like. It's not a case of a human trader that stops at 5 o'clock or has a tea break or whatever it is, right? No disrespect. I've got some great trader friends that signal providers that do a fantastic job. But at the same time, there's people that, you know, obviously they have limitations, as we all do. You know, I can't sit here all day. Interesting market. 51. Don't know whether we missed that. So as in me pulling it down, but I'm not. Selling 75%, 78%. So 40, 78 is TP5. Yeah. Sell, isn't it? As far as the data is concerned. Market will trace, and the market will do little movements here and there. But the data is that another 10 cents, not 100 pips, is there. So it's hugging the 4090, has done for a while now. So a lot of support there. There'll be a reason for that. If you look left far enough, there'll be something there. But the market's sitting on that. Just follows historical patterns over and over and over again. Of course, we lost that history when it went all the way to 5,600 in January. We didn't have any records of that. But here now we've got some information about where it's been, when was the last time. So the market is where it was last November, about 7 months ago, 8 months ago. So this is the levels that it was. Look all the way back to that, you'll see it. So here she comes again below the 90. So there's a lot of support there at the 4090 mark, and it's sticking to that. That's fine, no problem. Not gonna get fireworks every minute of every day in the market. We don't need it. Drives probably gives a freaking heart attack, right? So of course we need volatility. People say it really moves fast. Well, we need that. Like now, for the last 20 minutes, done nothing. And we can't really trade, right? There's not a lot of movement, so we need that. Okay, Alex, do you have my number? Drop me a message. And so all you have to do is open your account. If you've opened it, then funding it is really easy. There is a promotion on at the moment, so they'll give you some bonuses as well. So if you need to jump on a call, let me know. If you haven't got our number, I'll drop it to you, and then let's jump on a call. Okay? Really easy to do that. So on your GWK Lite, at the bottom of it, when your trial expires, it asks you whether you have a PU Prime account, I think, and then press the button and it will take you to the link to open an account. If you've opened it already, then it's just a case of funding it. Yeah, no problem. Let's do that. Yeah. So retrace them back. Like I said, the 4090 is really strong in terms of support and resistance. So it's hovering around that all the time. Has been for the last 20-30 minutes before it makes up its mind which way it wants to go. Of course, 2 days ago it was at 4,000. Yesterday was 4,150. I don't know whether it went up to 60 or 70. Can't recall. So today is in the middle of that range. Tomorrow it could be somewhere else. We do not know, and we shouldn't care because we don't trade that market. It's back to tracking my face. Look at it. It's weird. I used to think it was a great thing, but now I just think, what the hell are you doing? Following me around. Look. Technology. 5-2. So we take the last card. So we're going to wrap up at 10 o'clock with you guys. Been a fantastic session. So now there may be a change of direction because the last card, the confidence level in terms of direction is 55%. Still selling. So the market's gone up a little bit. So the data's coming in, remember. Yeah, millions and millions of data points from around the globe, what other traders are doing. It's taking all of that information in. What trades are being placed. So it doesn't know what traders are doing, obviously. It doesn't know what I'm about to do, but when I press the button, it does. So it works out what it's doing, which way they're hedging. Are they buying? Are they selling? And that's that direction's confidence score is. Okay. So it's still leaning towards the sell, but not half as strong as it was earlier. So this is the nuances of learning something. And this is the problem that we have today. People think, I want to know now. No, you don't. Yeah, we don't work like that. You need to learn, and it takes time to learn. It could only be 5 minutes. But you know something? If you've not made, or if you've not done something before that you've never done, you cannot achieve it doing the same things that you've been doing in the past. Right? So if you've never traded before and you also haven't made any money, then if you carry on trading the same way you've done everything else, you still won't make any money. That's on you, not on trading. So me deciphering, guiding you through is my contribution to educating you. That this market doesn't care about you or me, how old we are, about our background, anything. All it cares about, press the button, get it right, make your money, go away. Yeah. So I had a decent profit earlier. So my trade now, still got a little bit of a profit. So it's come down. I could have made money, could have sold it. Now it's going back up. It could go and hit my stop loss, which means I had the opportunity to take money, but I didn't. And that's my decision. That's on me. It's not the market. Okay. I'm still bearish on the market for the day. So I'm happy with that. And if it hits stop loss, so be it. And that's how emotional I am about trading now. Because the problem with emotions is that you want that dopamine hit all the time. I've got clients now. We used to have a trading system that just traded like 50 trades a day. But every 3 or 4 months, it would blow the accounts. Now we have a system that trades like 50 times a month, and it's making money every single month for the last 2 years. I was like, oh, it doesn't trade much. Well, what else do you want? It makes you money every month. It costs money to trade. There's a risk to trading. This thing comes in, sees that an opportunity, trades for an hour, goes away for a day, 2 days, 3 days. But people are not getting the dopamine hit. So would you rather blow your account every 3 months and get the dopamine? Or would you rather make money? That's how we are. Strange. It's very strange, humans. Let's have a look. We'll just summarize. I'll stay with you and take the 10 o'clock trade card. So just summarize for you. So we came at 8 o'clock. Loads of TPs. So making money is easy as a sell. Selling hour. This is a selling hour. Hasn't done a lot. So this is now 10 o'clock opening. It's open just with a smidgen of green. So as we said, it may be, so this will be a decent hour for buying or selling. One of those two will happen. It will either carry on because this hour did nothing. So that was a consolidating hour, right? Great word, Alex. Thanks for reminding me. That was a consolidating hour, right? Didn't do a lot. This hour will smash it one way or another, I think. Okay, it either retrace back because it wants to get back to the 4100 and maybe beyond, or it'll fall through the floor and it'll do a lot of that. So I think we'll get a decent hour's trading, whichever way it goes. Now, if you're on the 5 minutes and you're following the trade cards, it doesn't matter. It makes no difference to you whether you're buying or selling. And this is what I talk about with people. The thing about being an investor is that you can only make money when the market's going up. thing about being a trader, you make it on the way up and you make it down. So thank you very much for joining me today. I'll be here at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. We'll do the London thing again. And thank you for subscribing. Thanks for your participation, Alex and Maniac Killer. And it's been an absolute pleasure. Please ask questions. The individual that asked earlier, I don't know what your name is. You obviously got a screen name. So Alex, you're very welcome. Anytime you need any help, guys, you know where I am. Take care. I'll see you all tomorrow.